Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Mavericks 2024 Offseason Recap. Klay Thompson provides missing NBA Finals piece. Klay Thompson will forever be immortalized in Golden State Warriors history. After all, he helped the organization win 4 championships, and he helped change the way the game of basketball is played alongside Stephen Curry. No matter what, Thompson is always going to be viewed and associated with the Warriors, just like Ray Allen is always associated with the Boston Celtics despite playing for other teams. But like Allen, Thompson has embarked on a new journey, and he now finds himself as a member of the Dallas Mavericks. Fresh off their first appearance in the NBA Finals since 2011, the Mavs made it their mission to find ways to improve their roster with limited financial flexibility this offseason. Dallas did not have as much money to spend as other teams this offseason simply because landing P.J. Washington and Daniel Gafford at the trade deadline, 2 players who heavily increased the team's odds of competing for a championship, was basically the Mavericks' free agency additions. Still, there were ways for the Mavs to grab a high-impact player, which is what they did with Thompson. The writing had been on the wall for Thompson and his future with the Warriors. After returning from ACL and Achilles injuries and winning a championship in 2022, Klay's role with Golden State suddenly changed. Curry and Draymond Green had received new contracts, as did Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins after the team's latest championship, yet Thompson was the outsider of this group that the organization wasn't willing to extend prematurely due to the uncertainty of his impact and injuries. Very few discussions were held between the two sides during the 2023-24 season, league sources told Clutch Points, leading to the inevitable split between Thompson and the Warriors. As a result, the Mavericks saw an opportunity to add the shooting depth they had been lacking on the perimeter, yet the only way to bring in Thompson was via a sign-and trade with Golden State. This led to a multi-team deal in which Klay went to Dallas in exchange for second-round picks and Josh Green, who was shipped to the Charlotte Hornets. If anything has become clear, it is that Dallas sees their opportunity to get back to the NBA Finals and possibly win their second championship in team history. Dirk Nowitzki, who many claim to be the greatest international player to ever play in the NBA, led the Mavericks to their only title. Could Doncic, the player deemed to surpass Nowitzki and claim the title for being the greatest international player ever, lead the Mavs to their next championship? The addition of Thompson gives the Mavs the shooting they desperately needed against Boston in the 2024 NBA Finals. As a team, Dallas shot just 31.5% from distance, as Doncic was the only player to make double-digit threes in the 5 games against the Celtics. Thompson, who many claim had a bad season this past year with the Warriors, still managed to shoot 38.7% from 3, and he knocked down 268 total triples, the 4th most behind Curry, Doncic, and Donte DiVincenzo. These are the exact numbers the Mavericks need, and Klay has a chance to be the championship X-factor this organization needs. Of course, adding Thompson was just one of a handful of moves that Dallas made this offseason. Anthony Edwards reveals why he could not celebrate after winning gold medal. Team USA basketball apparently had a bit of an inconvenience as it was trying to celebrate its gold medal victory at the Paris Olympics. Minnesota Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards appeared this week on a panel at Fanatics Fest in New York. During the panel, Edwards, who was on Team USA this summer, revealed that 3 of the team's players got drug tested right after their Olympic gold medal game win over France. Those 3 players were Edwards himself, Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. After the gold medal game, "I'm not gonna lie," said Edwards, per Bleacher Report. "Me and Durant had a drug test. We couldn't even really celebrate for real in the locker room because me, him, and Steph had to take like a drug test or something." According to the International Olympic Committee rules, the IOC has drug testing authority, both in competition and out of competition, over all athletes competing at the Olympic Games. As such, these athletes may be required to give samples at any time and any place, the rulebook adds. Edwards had 8 points off the bench against France in the gold medal game, while Durant, who had battled a calf injury, was in the starting 5 for the first time in the entire Olympics, finishing with 15 points. But the least surprising test definitely had to be Curry, who led Team USA with 24 points in the Olympic final, including a late-game takeover for the ages. Former Warriors coach takes comically foolish jab at team's chances next season. The Golden State Warriors featured in one of the more controversial talking points from the unveiling of the NBA schedule, with they and the Los Angeles Lakers again leading the league in nationally televised games for the 2024-25 season. Including games on NBA TV, the Lakers have 39 games on national TV, followed by the Warriors with 36. The reigning champion Boston Celtics and fellow Eastern Conference contender New York Knicks are next, with 34 each. Not everyone is happy with the Lakers and Warriors topping the league in national TV games, with the latter having failed to make the playoffs last season after finishing 10th in the Western Conference. The Lakers only secured their berth through the play-in tournament, before they were promptly eliminated by the Denver Nuggets. One of the critics was former Golden State coach Karl, who took to social media to state, the number of national games for both LAL and GSW will be higher than their win totals. Karl might be right to condemn the amount of national TV games that both teams have, but it's comical and foolish to think neither will win more than 38 games, assuming the 73-year-old is being serious with that statement. Most bookmakers have the Warriors and Lakers at a 43.5 over-under win line, with Andy Bailey of Bleacher Report projecting both teams to go over that in a recent article predicting the win-loss record of every NBA team. Regardless of the team aspect, the national TV schedule reiterates the NBA's reliance on Stephen Curry and LeBron James as the faces of the league despite being 36 and 39 years old respectively. The pair's superstardom was also showcased at the recent Paris Olympics, with James winning tournament MVP and Curry having been easily the most important player across Team USA's semi-final and final victory over Serbia and France. Karl coached the Warriors for 2 seasons between 1986 and 1988, having led the franchise to a 58-88 win-loss record in 146 games. He would go on to coach 4 more NBA teams between 1992 and 2016, including the Denver Nuggets, where he won NBA Coach of the Year in 2013. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Karl? Leave your opinion in the comments.